Hello, students. This is me, teacher Bruno, and today we're going to study about the past simple. The past simple in English is used for actions or events that happened in the past, yesterday, last weekend, last month, last year. Actions or events that happened not in the present, but in the past. Let's take a look at some examples here. I saw Jim yesterday. Saw is an irregular verb. The present is see. See, saw. We didn't go out last Saturday. We stayed at home. The ed is the formula for simple past affirmative. So we add ed for regular verbs. Past habits. She washed her hair every day. Well, not in the present, but in the past. She worked as a nurse. Not in the present, but in the past. I often played in the park when we were children. Not in the present, but in the past. Situations that were through in the past. My grandfather had two brothers. Well, according to this sentence, unfortunately, Grandpa is not with hers anymore. He lived with my grandparents as a child. That's another example of past simple situations that were through, but not in the present, in the past. And finally, we also use this for events in chronological order. When I arrived home, I took off my shoes and then I relaxed on the sofa. So, took is the past of take. All these rules are for affirmative. Regular verbs, ed. Play, played, work, worked, study, studied, etc., etc. For negative form, we use didn't, but the main verb remains the same. So we don't change. No change. I didn't study. I didn't work. I didn't play, etc., etc. The verb, the main verb, is in the present, and the auxiliary verb makes this change for us. Didn't work. And for questions, we start with auxiliary verb. Did you? Did I? Did he? Did it? Etc. etc. We start with auxiliary verb. For short answers, it is necessary to repeat the auxiliary. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Did not is the long form, and didn't is the short form. Now let's take a look at past simple, regular, and irregular verbs. Remember, regular verbs, we add ed. That's the general rule, ed. But for irregular verbs, that's another story. The first irregular verb we cover is verb to be, was, were. This is a list here of other irregular verbs in English. Let's take a look at the most common. Do, did, drink, drank, eat, ate, get, got, go. Very common. Go, went. Read, read. The pronunciation changes, but the spelling does not change. See, saw, sleep, slept, teach, taught, write, wrote. Irregular verbs are quite confusing. Let's take a look at the pronunciation of ed. There are three different pronunciations for ed. The determinant factor is the final consonant sound. That is the determinant factor. If you have a T or D before your final ED, there is a vibration here. Wanted, needed, for a split of a second. If you have any of these consonants, P, K, F, G, H, etc., the sound is of a T, a hout, looked, sniffed, washed, watched, kissed, fixed. On the other hand, if you have any of these as final consonant sounds, you simply don't pronounce the E here. Called, cleaned, offered, damaged, loved, used. And that's pretty much it. Three different pronunciations for the regular verbs in the past simple. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thank you.